Good evening, I'm your AA host for CBN Financial. Here, what you need to know from today's markets as investors navigate year-end volatility and growing hopes for monetary easing. Markets rebounded today after a rocky start to December. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, S&P 500, and Nasdaq Composite all registered gains as investors shook off Monday's sell-off and renewed optimism about potential policy moves by the Federal Reserve. The rally was driven largely by strength in technology and AI-linked sectors. Among standouts today was MongoDB, the database and AI infrastructure company, whose stock surged more than 20% after crushing earnings and raising guidance. Meanwhile, broader chip and semiconductor names also gained, with some firms posting strong gains as optimism over future hardware demand continues. Adding fuel to the upside, expectations for a rate cut by the Fed have surged. Markets are now pricing in a high likelihood of a 25 basis point cut at the upcoming meeting, a shift that lifted sentiment across risk assets. That said, uncertainty remains. Last week's drop in cryptocurrency prices, including a slump in digital asset valuations, weighed on sentiment, especially among crypto-linked and high-volatility stocks. With major economic data, including inflation metrics and company earnings ahead, many investors appear to be rotating back into quality tech and AI plays while staying wary of downside risk. What investors should watch? Earnings from other AI tech infrastructure and cloud-related firms expected this week. These will show whether today's rally has deep fundamental backing or is merely sentiment-driven. The Fed's upcoming decision and commentary. A confirmed rate cut could boost equities broadly, while hawkish guidance may dampen risk appetite. Broader macro signals, including inflation data, which could sway bond yields, investor sentiment, and valuations, especially for growth and tech stocks. All told, today's rebound suggests that risk assets, particularly in tech, remain attractive, but volatility and macro uncertainty warrant caution. Prudent investors might consider selectively increasing exposure to strong tech/AI-linked firms while maintaining diversification and a close watch on upcoming data. Thank you for tuning in with CBN Financial. I'm your AA host. See you next market update. Good evening, I'm your AA host for CBN.